Welcome to today's stock market review, where I deliver stock and crypto swing trading analysis and insights into what's driving the market. Please note I am not a financial advisor. This is only for educational and entertainment purposes. All right, guys, let's get into the charts today. First up, we have the SPY. As you can see, we are holding up very nicely. We have a uptrending channel here. Started about May, and we're still holding in. We did have a dip below the channel at around 636, but we also had those down here. You could, technically draw a line through all of these here. Maybe the channel is around there. But, the good news is we had a nice green candle pushing back, confirming that we are still in the channel, and we held this value area here. Basically, a value area is a spot where you have a lot of trading, a lot of people buying and selling. If you are above it, it counts as a support that you can watch, and we did bounce off of it. If you are below it, it is a resistance level. In the after hours, we had AVGO get a nice pop to around $320. This should propel the market up higher tomorrow. We just have to watch and see if it is going to gap and fade or gap and continue up. I have these targets here that are based off of fib levels. So I'm just watching if it can, if it's going to hold up here, if it's going to bounce off these levels or come down. But overall, very strong long-term uptrend, holding the EMAs and getting a pop. Hopefully that'll hold up into the morning. Next one I've been watching, pretty interesting, Tesla. Lots of narratives going on here. You have the robotaxi, whether it's going to succeed against Waymo. They do have a lot of data. All Tesla cars are practically collecting data. So they do have more data than Waymo. They are relying on a visual system versus the Waymo, which has other methods of verifying what's around the vehicle. It's a battle to see who's going to get the monopoly in this business, or it may be a duopoly, but the Tesla is way cheaper than Waymo, and this robotaxi and full self-driving is going to be a major revenue in the future. China sales, Tesla getting their lunch eaten by BYD, and we had some also bad news about Europe as well. European sales going down. That's why we had the chop here. But overall, big picture, we have on a technical level, we have a wedge forming here. It's like a tug of war. You got sellers up at the top trying to bring the price down, and you have buyers at the bottom. This tug of war causes this chop, which persists until you get a breakout to the upside or to the downside, and that's usually the direction it tends to continue. We did get a pop up here, and I personally did take a long. It, however, did pull back to this support line, stopping me out. There's been a lot of fake outs on this stock for a while. For me, I would look at the 357 area. Once we are above this area, I'm happy to take a long-term swing on this up to the highs. But for the current time, the time being, we are holding the pattern, and we are holding support here around 322. Watching how this develops tomorrow into Friday or into next week. Next on my watch list is Upstart. We had a pretty good, decent run up to $85, had a decent sized pullback. It went up above the EMAs. You can figure, up here is a good spot to take along, but it unfortunately wasn't, and it came back. However, we are still holding this trend line here, which seems to be developing. We have 3 points of contact. It did bounce off of it, so holding this long. to see where it's going. And, I share with you guys both my wins and my losses to provide to share my learning experience. And that's the whole point I'm making these videos. Next up, IBM. Man, if you are trying to grab a long off of this drop, must have been rough. We did seem to have support here at the 248 area. This held for a while, coinciding with this zone here, which would be a support as well. Looked good for a long. I personally did not take it here, but then it, faked people out, ripping down. And now we're starting to work our way back up. However, the silver lining here is that we seem to have found a higher low compared to this one. And not only that, we are making another high. So if you look here, you do have this lower high, and then you have a higher high here at the red line. So we've broken out of this zone. So this is looking good. Just need to see what's going to happen tomorrow, if we will gap up above this zone and start running. Our next resistance point would be around here, around the 257 mark. 254 to 257. You can consider it as a zone here where you might expect some type of downward pressure, but we'll see how it goes. I do have a starting position open on this. Roblox, everybody's favorite meme stock, right? This one is has a pretty strong uptrend. People argue that it has strong earnings and has potential for growth. Kathy Wood just bought up some of this. She doesn't exactly have the best track record, but she has been doing much better in the past year with her, ARK Invest Innovative ETF. Not looking too bad, to be honest. But yeah, Roblox, there are buyers, and I expect continuation. I did take a long on this and waiting to see where it's going to go. MicroStrategy, the sad story for, I guess, treasuries, the biggest treasury completely decoupling from Bitcoin. We did have some downward pressure on Bitcoin. However, this stock has deviated way too much from the price action in Bitcoin. Last time I checked, MNAV was around 1.5. It seems that it's not just MicroStrategy that's having issues, but other treasury companies as well, like BMNR, SBET, UPXI. The reason I believe is that the market is starting to revalue what a reasonable MNAV would be. It seems that the days of 2 and 3x MNAV are gone. Where the market is eventually going to settle on this, I don't know. I don't think MicroStrategy is going to go up to $1,000 by year's end, like many YouTubers will tell you, and keep pumping the crap out of this while it just goes down. I don't think this stock is done. I just think our expectations should be lowered. I would like to see a push up above this 358 level where we have resistance. Once we're up here, I might consider a long, assuming that Bitcoin is cooperating and they're moving in sync with one another. Another reason that MicroStrategy might be doing bad is people are chasing after the more volatile, newer ones, newer treasury companies like BMNR, which obviously uses Ethereum, not Bitcoin. Tom Lee's been pumping this one pretty hard. I do have I did open a position, I think roughly around here, and continuing to dollar cost average. Good news is this support level from mid-July is holding, and this seems to have been a very strong one because we only dipped down briefly and then came straight back up. Will this treasury company grow and hold up over time? I am skeptical. However, there is money to be made off of this stock if you get into the right spot. You use the right amount of money. Don't go in with leverage. I'm just dollar cost averaging. It seems to be holding. For me, a confirmation that it is headed up is getting up above this roughly 46 zone. After this big move up here where we thought that, it's going back up, we did have the pullback, a retrace, and then a pullback. It may be done, but we're going to watch it. The MNAV right now on this thing, I usually have Grok. I have a task set up that will calculate for me the MNAV for MicroStrategy, BMNR, and SBET every day. I think this is, according to Grok, is about, I think it's under 1 at this point, or around 1. Again, go fact check this. They don't put up their MNAV online, so you have to calculate it, unlike MSTR. Let's see what's next. Circle. And you guys may ask, well, why am I looking at all these stocks that are just going down? Right now, I believe that the market is in a spot where money is just going to start rotating. We will continue to go up in the indices, but there's going to be more rotation rather than expansion at this point because we have had a big run on many stocks, and expect tomorrow, Friday, we should see a bit of a rally in the semiconductors. But as money rotates, we want to be in the right stocks before they pop. We have a nice support here at 103. This has been bleeding heavily. If you bought up here, I feel bad for you. If you're getting in here, might be an attractive area. Dollar cost average into this, probably your stops would be somewhere around here, but we don't have much stock data down here. Trading history, that is. So it's a little bit of a risky play, but small starter for me here with an options contract. We'll see what happens. Okay, next, UPXI. This is the Solana treasury. Nice, holding the trend line here. Expect continuation. It's probably going to get stuck somewhere around 7. Is this a 7? Yeah, around $7 mark. It may encounter some resistance, but it has blasted through it twice, no problem. Overall, upward. It should coincide with, let's see if it's holding up with the Solana. Solana very strong. I think maybe next pump up we get will propel UPXI up a little bit. Bitcoin, the big daddy of crypto. This has been in a emotional train wreck for many people. Everybody has their crazy price targets, 250, 500, 1 million year end. We got a couple months. I don't think we're going to get those crazy valuations. Long term, I am very bullish. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a whole bunch of other ones, mainly Chainlink out of the alts. But we need to figure out what is overall happening here. We had this big, nice spike up. Everybody, okay, green skies, everything is great. We get a pullback. Everybody says, don't worry about it. Pullback is healthy. You don't want to keep going up straight up. You want pullbacks. We go up here. A lot of people get long, and then they, whales dump on you. A lot of stop hunting going on within this range when we were here, and then, down here, it's just another flush. What is happening? I don't know. All this talk, people, major figures pumping the crap out of Bitcoin, but it's going down. It seems like a lot of these buys have been going on OTC, whereas you have whales dumping on the open market. So, it's unfortunate, but we are still in an uptrend. I am still, I think there is potential here by year end. We have held this previous support from, December. This is probably your line in the sand. We should not go below this. If we do, it's gonna get ugly. Maybe Ethereum will lead the way. I don't know. Ethereum looking way stronger. We've just broken out of this channel here. It may come down, may drift sideways. I think, it might, we need to watch out, see where it's gonna, if it's gonna hold here. If it starts dipping below this 4,000 mark, that would be a bad sign. I would not be surprised if we get a flush here for some stop hunting, stop some people out, and then just straight back up into a new channel. But that is, speculation from me. Overall, just watching where this plays out before getting into any direct Ethereum trades. I do have some BNR, like I said, BMNR. Once Ethereum spikes, this is going to pump, trade it. The way I look at it, trade it like it's the VIX. You get a pop, you sell, you get out. You don't wait for long-term gains on the VIX. It's a pop and sell. Sell the rips, buy the dips. Let's see, what do we have next? Some rumors on cannabis stocks from the White House. They said about 2 or 3 weeks ago that they would be reviewing whether it should be put into a Schedule 3. Not quite sure if it would be good for cannabis stocks, but it may open up more markets to them because they could operate, in more states. So let's see, what happens with the Schedule 3 rumors. We are forming a long-term wedge, and, we peaked out above it twice. And we just need to see that break above. So just, watching this, I do have a alert set at 581. If we come up here, we break this high, we break out of the triangle. This is probably a good long. If what I did here with this line is I measured, where the center is, that kind of gives you a rough estimate of 843. We could blast much higher, or we could break down. It may not work. We just need to see where it goes. Not trying to predict, just trying to see how the price action works out. If we start breaking above key levels, we are long. If it goes below, we are short. Or not even, you don't have to short it. I don't try and short anything in this market, mostly long. Longs have been working out much better. Okay, next to quick look again. Bitcoin, we covered that. Ethereum, Chainlink. This has been a nice step up, going up the ladder here. We do have this is possible trend line forming. We could get a pullback into here before continuing up. The direction is, we are in an uptrend. I do have a all-time high market cap level marked off here. If Chainlink did do a lot of dilution early on, and they changed their tokenomics. So I did pull up the market cap chart for Chainlink, and I did the math, and our all-time high is 33. We haven't even gone up to the $33 mark. I really think that the crypto bull market may just be getting started, but it's moving way slower than anybody expected. And patience is key. Don't FOMO in to every rip. Wait for the dips. They keep coming. Just a couple months ago, everybody on YouTube was telling you how Bitcoin is going up to 1 million. It's not going to happen overnight. It may happen, may not. Probably not going to happen overnight. Chainlink, good as well. My blue chips for altcoins: Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, Solana as well. Very strong price action. Let me know if you'd like me to analyze any stocks in the comments below, or topics you want covered. I will read your comments. Please try not to be toxic. This is my first YouTube video. I created this channel because I want to help others on their difficult journey of trading. I am not a professional. However, I've been doing this for a number of years, and I'd like to share my wins I like to share my mistakes. We'll be providing 2 to 3 market swing trading updates every week. I'm going to start pumping in more material. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up so I can know to make more of these. If you don't like it, just give it a thumbs down. I really don't care. But anyway, guys, thank you. If you've made it this far, give me a subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Peace and love, guys. See you soon. Later.